Yeah, they ain't gonna never know what you understand, what you talk about, and the things that you hear is different from the things that they hear. It could be from the same frequency, same vibration. They're gonna hear another. They're gonna hear he hating. They're gonna hear he wanting to be like me. He copying. He this. Oh, he sneak this, and they gonna hear that. What you gonna hear is I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm jealous. I don't like it. Your negativity is different from their negativity because when you vibrate on a high frequency and you're on the fifth dimension, while they're thinking, they're looking and they're seeing in all 3D, it's gonna be different. Let me explain these things to you. Listen, they not gonna understand. And once they don't understand, they stuck on that same test. They stuck on the same paper. They haven't signed their name yet. They haven't signed their name to that test that God gave us when he made us. They haven't even signed the paper yet. You see, the test is this. The test is to understand, understand, and overstand it and get better. These people want understand. They don't want to understand. They don't want no understanding. So they're not going to be able to individualize this information, departmentalize this information, and put it where it goes. They're just going to have to deal with it when it comes. They're just going to have to go by what happens. They're operating on the fly. And what's keeping this cycle is a comfortability that they lean on. It's a comfortability that they lean on. And this comfortability that they're leaning on is a lie. It's a delusion. It's a gift from the devil. And may I ask, what is a gift from the devil? What can be a gift from the devil? Delusion. You tell yourself that these things are the truth. You lie to yourself and believe that these things will make things better. You make options, you make choices by this delusion. You choose what's gonna happen next by this delusion because you're not understanding that there is a light side to everything. It's the same as there's a dark side to everything. So you wanna know what that means? Every choice you make can be good or bad. And when you look at what the cause of the effects of your choices and the repercussions and what happens, you'll see it's beyond what just happened. Things led up to this. Everything led up to this. So when you raise your frequency, you're able to attach yourself to divine timing. Be in the now. Not just do it, but think it at the same time. Be in nirvana, balance, peace with your mind, body, and soul. But these people are, see, think about it like this. When you're in the line, when you in the line, aligned with yourself, you're aligned your mind, your body, and your soul. When you're unbalanced and you're out of line, you think before you speak before you think, and you act before you think. These things are supposed to happen simultaneously at the same time, at peace. And what stops that is these emotional people. These people who use their emotions to dictate what they do, what they hear, what they feel, what they see. And these emotions are lower vibrations. No matter what emotion you feel, it's a lower vibration. See, there's a difference between knowing love and feeling love and seeing love. Let me repeat that. There's a difference between knowing how to love, seeing love, and feeling love. Once you align these things, you're going to be able to not be mad at the shit that happens most of the time because you know why. You know where it stems from. You know the root of the cause, and you can stop it before it happens. And people, sometimes they can't accept it. They can't accept the loss of The understand they can't accept the first test. They can't accept understanding it. And that's not the first test. The first test is identifying yourself with something. The first test is basically writing your name on something like this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. That's the first test. Writing your name on it, basically. You know, I was saying, oh, you didn't put your name on it because people are identifying themselves with this and they're making it to where, oh, this is my property or this belongs to me or this is mine and so and so. So that's the first test when they identify themselves with it. But when they don't understand it, when you don't see, this is the key to manifesting. When you don't understand something, you won't have that empathy to where I can feel how it feels. So when you identify yourself with something, you're identifying yourself with something that's not you because you haven't become that vibration. You can't attract that thing to you because you haven't become that vibration. And what you do is your brain starts to act out of whack. You start to act like people who don't understand themselves. You start to go crazy and people see you as oh, he's just mad, or oh, he's just probably jealous, or oh, he's just going through something bad in his life, or he's just probably because he don't see the right way to go. But most people don't understand that you just doing these things because you're comfortable with them. You react in outbursts way. Your brain starts to, how I like to say it to my so the people who are religious could understand is your demons start to control you instead of, because you can control your demons. Your demons start to pop, they pop in your eyes. They blurt out your mouth. These demons are called elementals. Elementals. And they come, they change, they like the reality stones. I mean, they like the stones, you feel me? And the demon can have the reality stone and change what you see. And the demon can think about it like this. The demons can control your chakras because they're elementals. They can control your chakras. So they can control what you say, what you feel, what you hear, and what you see. So when a chosen one comes, or a high vibrational being comes, and he does his job, he opens himself in a protective, healing way, and he heals the people who are chosen to be healed because everything is divine timing. The demons will try to stop that. So they'll hop onto these people like a host. Like if you ever watched that anime Parasite, if you ever seen Legion, if you ever watched any type of poltergeist Shining type of movie, these people are being controlled, mind controlled. They are being attached to demonic energies, and these demonic energies are controlling them as their host, and they don't know. That's why when people tell them this, they get mad. They're like, you are being controlled by a demon. You have a demon in you. They get mad. And the truth, when you tell them the truth, that's called an exercise. It's called an exercise. You're exercising these people demons, and these demons are starting to come out and awake, and they express them that pain and agony that truth is giving them through blame, through anger, through outbreak, through flashes of movements. They'll say something like ah. They'll just start yelling out of nowhere. You won't know what the fuck you won't know what the fuck they're doing, why they doing it, but they'll start to outbursts in any type of way because they want to disrupt. They want to get that vibrational frequency louder so it can disrupt anything of the light, but it will never disrupt thing of the light because it has to go high. No matter how loud they go, they vibrational energy go low and we go high. So no matter what they can try to do, they can't break that energy. They can't break that message. That message is going to always get out. And the more it gets out, the more they can't stop it, the more mad they get. And the more mad they get, the more hate they express. And the more hate they express, it overloads and it kills their system. It downs them down. It dulls their brain. It dulls their senses. And all they feel is anger. And they can't control it. You got some agents, they'll make remarks so to control their anger. They'll probably gossip about you to their friends to control their anger. They'll probably talk about you when you're not hearing or when you're not there. Or they'll probably plot on you. They'll probably wish bad on your life to get rid of that negative energy. But when you do that to a positive person, what goes up must come down. If you're a negative energy and you're controlled by demons, if you try to do that, it's not positive enough to hit me. It's negative. So when you try to push it up to me, it will come down. And when it comes down, it goes to your level, your lower level. And it hits you right where it fucking hurts. It reverses you. It reverses on you. You cannot do these things to a chosen because he is always saved. And you'll try to make them mad, or you'll try to infiltrate their emotions by showing them things that they don't have. By showing them things that they're not attached to. By showing them things that they don't do or don't say, or doing things or saying things they don't say. And you'll try to get them that way. But you're not understanding the way that these people see these things. That chosen ones, tarot readers of the light, star seeds, high vibrational beings, and people who are aligned with their chakra, people who are illuminated, people who are illuminated beings, who are enlightened. These things reflect off them like a mirror. Because these people are your walking karma. They're your walking daily dose of karma. Walking daily dose of wake the fuck up. Walking daily dose of reality fucking check. Because it's funny how you'll show these people, you'll try to give these people a reality check by showing them money. They'll give you a reality check by showing you your fucking self. By showing you a mirror of what you are. So you know the difference now. A chosen one, a light being, will give you a reality check, wake you up by showing you yourself. By showing you this is who you are. This is what you're doing right now. This is the way you're trying to make me mad. This is the vibration that you are operating from. But they'll do this. Look at my money. Look at these hoes. Look at this car. Look at my lifestyle. Look at my friends. And they won't help. It won't help. Even if they get you, even if you're like, damn, I need these things too. When you get there, you won't be satisfied. You won't. Because you're missing out. You're missing out what's right. You're missing out on the truth. When you get there, you won't be satisfied. When you see these people and you're like, these people are bagging so many hoes. Oh, these people are making so much money by just posting a video. Bro, you won't be satisfied. Look at Neon. Look at Neon, for example. He had so much money, so much clout, so much success, and he's just miserable now. He's alone. Most of these people are alone, but not in a good way, in a bad way. These people have took from them and left for them. These people have used them. So now when you want to put yourself in that category, you start to ride the wave, ride the trend, do what everybody else do, and you start to lose your individuality. You start to listen to the same music they listen to, wear the same clothes they wear, talk like them. You'll start to do the same shit they do. You will become these people. You will become a mirror. A mirror. And a person like us, you're trying to be them. You're trying to be somebody else. A person like me, I'll show you who you are. I'll show you who you really are behind that mask. And you won't like it. That's why you want to fuck with niggas like us. You want to be niggas like us. You have to be strong. You have to be strong. Your mind has to be strong. You have to know when shit is not for you. You have to know when you'll get your time. You have to be patient as fuck. You have to be committed as fuck. Because there's no going back. Once you realize that this is not it, this is not the only life you will have, this is not after death, that is not done, it's not over, you're not going back to that reality. Because once you go back, you will fail. You will fail trying to go back to a job, trying to go back to work. Yep. You wake up and you fuck around, leave work, you will fail. Nobody else will hire you because they sense that energy on you. They sense that he is not controlled anymore. His mind is not controlled. He are not in shackles. He is not in chains no more. We can't control him. They won't take you. They won't take you. Even if you got good ideas how to make their business better, they won't take you. You're chosen. You work for God now. You work for Most High now. You work with your angels and ancestors now. It's beyond the physical. You work in the spiritual now. These people, they are here. And if they don't wake up, they'll stay here. That they put that in the Bible, but they just think it's a song that you sing. They put it in the Bible, but they just think it's a fantasy story. They think the magical shit that happened, that shit that happened in the Bible, they think it's all fantasy. They just over exaggerated the truth a little bit. That's what they think. These Christians, these Muslims, these Israelites. Yes, our own people. These Israelites, these Jews, all of them, they don't believe in that spirituality as much. They probably practice it. They might practice a little bit of it. They may practice the affirmations by speaking the gospel. They may practice the giving of oil and all that bullshit. But they don't understand that book has a polarity to it. It has a good and a bad. That book has a attraction to it. That book abides by the universe. So those words are actual hidden messages. Those words are actual numbers. Those words are actual matrix, codes, binary codes, keys. But people don't know that. People just think that once they say this shit, that their body gonna feel good now, or good shit's gonna happen in my life. And they don't know why. So they won't have, once they not know why, you won't understand. Once you don't understand it, you won't understand it. And if you don't understand it, you won't overstand it. If you don't overstand it, you won't be able to control it. So it's not going to come true. It won't. These people, don't know whether to stay or to go. These people don't know whether to say yes or no. They don't know whether to believe or not believe. They're stuck in the middle. They're stuck in the midnight zone, in that zone where you just hear. Have you ever watched the movie Soul, where you had those people who was in a realm where they was just in chaos and suffering, and they was stuck between realms? They was stuck between the living and the dead. Those people are what you see now. Go watch the movie Soul with that blue guy. He wanted to become a saxophone player, and he died, and he went through all the realms of the ether to get his to come back to life. Watch that movie and look at the people. It was the gray people, and they was in the realm where it's called the sleeping realm. And there was these other people who was astral projecting to save these people and wake them up in the spiritual realm. These are the people that you see on a daily. You think they smart. You think they smart by what they just tell you. They'd be like, they just giving you advice or this and that and the third, telling you shit or gossiping about something or just talking or just doing random shit, doing their daily shit. These people are gone. Real time. Spiritually, these people are gone. They're lost. They're suffering. And they create, and they're kind of so good at suffering, they'll create a cope to it. They'll create a certain type of cope to the suffering that they go through. They'll do things to numb the pain. And then when the pain comes back, they can't handle it. They'll get mad. They need these drugs. They need these things outside of themselves to blind them, to cope. They can't go through that dark night of the soul and go down that memory lane of all the bad shit that ever happened in their life, and they can't forgive themselves for it. They still can't forgive themselves to this day. They can't come at one with themselves. They can't deal with the shit that's going on the inside. Because it's too much. Look, the physical will hurt way lesser than the spiritual. Then what you do will hurt way lesser than what you think about. They can't handle that. They can't fix their mind yet. They probably eat good on these lower chakras. These lower chakras, they probably built. But when they get to their mind, when they get to that pineal gland, they can't take that pain, baby. They're not going to be able to go through that past. They're not going to be able to separate. They're not going to be able to isolate. They're not going to be able to change. They're not going to be able to build their brain and build them walls back up so that nobody can penetrate it. They're not going to be able to do that. Because the devil has control over them. And you have to exorcise these people. And some of these people are not going to be saved. 144,000. Rest not going to be saved. They're not going to awake. They're going to be stuck here on this plane. Like the fallen angels that control their bodies now. Like these reptilians who are stuck inside the dome. Like these rich and famous people who gave their sovereignty away. They're not gonna be able to go free. Because when we was in shackles, now they are. When we was slaves, now they are. They're slaves to their own creation now. They are enslaved to their own creation. They're enslaved to this world that they created. They're enslaved to this phone. They're enslaved to the money that they made. They enslaved to that dollar bill that they created. They're enslaved to it. That's their karma. They are now enslaved to their own creation. And when you talk about this, you may get flagged. You probably get blackballed. You probably get banned. You probably and they'll probably try to stop you. See, you probably may be talking, all right? You may be out in public, right? You may be posting a video talking about this. Somebody may come up and just talk. They might just come up and just talk loud as fuck so that your video won't sound good. They might come up and have a whole conversation in front of your video, or they might come up and just to ask you something or for something. They might come up to blame you for something, so you may sound bad. They will do these things. And look, when it happens, listen, remember what I said. When you say some of the truth and somebody try to interrupt you, listen to what I said and remember that is not them anymore. Those are these demons, these Nephilims, these mixed breeds. Those are these geckos, these elementals, these fairies, these witches, and warlocks, these motherfucking covens, these people who form a group because they can't use one person. They need a whole army to try to defeat you. These people. Wake up. Know how strong you is. Know that you can't be tamed. And when that lion gets hungry, he eats.